CryptoCurrency. Continuing our interview series, we are here to talk to Richard Ells, CEO of Electroneum, to discuss their groundbreaking blockchain concept. Electroneum is an easy-to-use, easy-to-mine cryptocurrency focused on gaming and gambling. The currency can be mined via mobile application and is aimed to be used in online gaming and video games like massively multiplayer online role-playing games. Richard, first, thanks for taking the time out of your day to talk with us and give us some information and insight into Electroneum. Let's start at one of the more eye-catching aspects of your product, the mobile mining application. Give us some background on the topic, please.
Everybody has got the most complicated systems for mining their currencies. Obviously, blockchain relies entirely on miners, otherwise they don't work. Well, at least most of them. There's slightly not true with regards to proof of stake, but in the large part, miners are super critical. So that is what limits cryptocurrency. And what we have been desperately trying to do, probably scratching our heads for around a year initially, was to figure out a way to get to mass adoption of a cryptocurrency.
With that information in mind, what is it that Electroneum is doing differently to make your cryptocurrency more accessible, easier to get to, easier to mine, that you can start bridging some of this market gap?
So we scratched our heads, and initially we thought, okay, the answer is to make them really accessible. And we've got a really nice Windows miner, and we've got a nice Linux miner, and we've got basically the stuff that everybody else did, and we just tried to do it with a better user interface. But it still isn't. It's still not the one. It's not what's going to make it go crazy. And then we started monkeying around a little with the idea of having a mobile mining experience for people. So something that would be so easy to get involved in. You literally download a free app, and then you click the button, and within a short space of time you can see you've accrued some cryptocurrency in a wallet. Yeah. So easy that literally anybody could do it. So your grandma could do it.
Electroneum is easier to access and easier to mine than any other cryptocurrency on the market today. You're also implementing a 21 billion coin cap, which puts it far ahead of any other cryptocurrency on the market. Give us some information about that.
Bitcoin is quite famous for having 21 million coins. It has the ability, each Bitcoin can be broken down into 100 million parts. So effectively, you've got 8 decimal places. So what that means in essence is, as Bitcoin has grown in popularity, you've ended up with transactions that have ridiculously little human value. So you might have 0.0000008 to buy something, just some insanely small decimal place, and they don't fit comfortably with humans. We've been used to 2 decimal places for all of our lifetimes. In everything we buy, it's 99, 95. That's the nature of the currencies that we've all been used to. So we wanted to do exactly the same thing within cryptocurrency. We wanted to humanize it, and to humanize it, we needed to push the zeros back onto the other side of the currency. So we've put 1,000 the other end and made it 21 billion coins. In essence, there's not a great deal of difference between the two. It's just you've slid the decimal place along, making it a more human cryptocurrency.
A big part of Electroneum's platform is its use in MMORPGs. There are tons of players spending endless hours farming items and in-game currencies that oftentimes get sold for fiat currencies outside of the game. Can you give us a little bit of information about how Electroneum plans to plant itself in that world? There's
lots of virtual currencies around within these games, and the concept would be that you could potentially get them out of the game. So you've spent 12 hours grafting in a game, take your 12 hours of hard work in the virtual world, bring it out into the real world of Electroneum, and then slide it back into the next game that you join. So you're taking your work with you, much like we do in the real world, where we go to work, earn some money, and that money we take with us into the real world. So that's how we were into the gaming market, and the gambling market actually is even more left field.
You're right when you say that it's out of left field. The online gambling market can be overly saturated in a lot of instances. So what is it about Electroneum's platform that you're better at, and what is the market?
The market of 200 million mobile phone users that have no bank account. So these people have got no banking facilities whatsoever, but if they had a micropayment system that has value outside of, so in the real world, so if you could take that into US dollars, which is all the gambling companies are interested in, then they would massively like to get into that 200 million market, and more importantly, be the only people that are in that market. So we didn't even know that market existed, but when we started digging into it, actually, once again, not only does it exist, but it is possibly bigger than that. I don't know what Electroneum will be used for in the long run, but that certainly is something that could happen. Those people would very easily get access to a cryptocurrency that otherwise they would have no chance of getting access to anywhere else. So that would potentially give them the ability to get into a market that and enjoy responsible gambling that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get involved in.
All right, Richard, with all of the nitty-gritty stuff out of the way, why don't you give everyone listening some information on your ICO, where they can find you, and what they're looking forward to?
Okay, Electroneum.com will give you all the details, of course. We have our own ICO manager that we've put together. We've got some great guys here that code us, so we've put together a fairly easy-to-use system for joining the ICO. And then after the ICO, we're going to be listed on Cryptopia, is a confirmed exchange that we're going on to. Hopefully we'll get onto other exchanges right at the beginning as well, and then as we grow in size, we'll get listed on the larger exchanges. Now, in terms of, you'll find lots of comments about us on Bitcoin Talk. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a forum that everybody in crypto tends to use. So there's lots of comments going on there. You'll find us on Twitter and on Facebook, of course, so all over sort of social media.
You can check out all of Electroneum's associated social media and their website at electroneum.com in the links below this video. I would urge everyone to go check out their ICO. They are running some fantastic deals when you purchase into their ICO right now. Go check it out. It's a great platform. So again, this has been Richard Ells, the CEO of Electroneum. I'm Eric with CryptoCurrency. Please check out our website and associated social media. Thank you for listening, and we will see you on the blockchain.